Okay, so I want to do a review on a book, probably the best book in terms of writing resources that I've ever read. And that would be this book, Shut Up and Write the Book by Jenna moreci. Which is, I mean, if you follow Jenna on her YouTube channel, you know exactly what her humor is like, and the book is chock full of it. But not only that, it contains a wealth of information on the writing process and publishing. Stuff that took me years of painstaking research to figure out, and a lot of it, yes, also came from her channel. Now, I was going to do an in depth review of her book, but it's a lot of work and I'm lazy. So instead, there's just a few areas that I want to highlight that I personally found very helpful. So the first would be the chapter on character creation, and I like that she differentiates between sex and gender, along with race, ethnicity, and culture, and all the other things that make a character who they are. World building and all the elements that go into crafting your own world. How to properly outline your book, which is extremely helpful. The pros and cons between past and present tense. The different points of view you can have within your story. And how you choose which one to use. And setting the scene. Which, setting the scene was what I got most out of this book, because I'm someone that relies heavily on dialogue, and that is always something that I struggle with as a writer. This book was a phenomenally. It was a very well written book. I would put it on par with Save the Cat. And if anyone asks me going forward what the best way to write a book is, I'm sending them that link. Well done, Jenna, and thank you for that resource. I was in a bit of a reading hiatus and slump, whatever you want to call it, and I hadn't read for the last few months, and it was the perfect segue to get me back into it. I read that book all in one sitting, took notes while I was doing it, and I didn't even notice the time before I knew it was 5 in the morning.